Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Monday, December 2nd. Start of a new week, start of a new month after the holiday weekends, or weekend period that we saw. Start off, we had the overnight trade for the soybeans up around 7 cents and the meal market up around $3.50, soybean oil up around 15 points. Continue to be quite impressive with our soybean market in here, along with the meal, continuing to make new highs on the heels of the strong sales numbers that we continue to see for both of those commodities, mainly led by the Chinese imports. Bears in the market have been thinking that this would start to wane, and that really has not been the case as we continue to quickly approach the government's estimate for the whole marketing year. Trade also thought that if we get some farmers selling and or we have no problems in South America, that a additional strength and rally in the bean and meal market would be somewhat curbed, but that has not been the case. Once again, we still don't have any problems in South America. The planting progress is going quite well in Brazil and Argentina. Their farmer sell rate, however, is not as aggressive as it should be. And as we work our way forward, a combination of trying to see if the Chinese slow down their buying out of the U.S. and get a little bit better focus on South America, that the bean and the meal strength will kind of start to wane. But at this point in time, that's just not the case, and we continue to build open interest in the bean market as a result of that. Corn coming under a little bit of scrutiny in here of late, down 2 cents in the overnight trade. Got a late word, or not late word, but word over the past week about China perhaps rejecting some corn cargoes out of the U.S. out of GMO concerns. Obviously, that's not a good interest to try and get our large carryout and our production numbers, usage-wise, working. We've already had a little bit of a luster taken off of the corn market with the ethanol ruling, and now if we start to lose some corn exports as a result of the Chinese starting to wane on their ideas of buying U.S. corn over GMO matters, that's given the corn market a little bit of a softer note here of late. Wheat up 4 cents in the overnight trade, not much fresh news there. Argentina's minister came out now talking about an 8.5 crop down there, while the trade is looking at 9 to 10. To counter that, Canada and Australia may be out this week with some production numbers of their wheat crops expected to be quite strong to counter the loss in Argentina, so it gets back into U.S. wheat prices remaining competitive against the rest of the world to at least keep our wheat exports afloat. Speaking of exports, we'll get exports out later on this morning. We'll have the trade looking for wheat exports in the neighborhood of 15 million bushels, corn in the neighborhood of around 30 million, and once again, starting off, as we said, with the beans remaining quite strong in the neighborhood of 70 million. We'll also get a delayed commitment of trade report out after the close, that being delayed from Friday's holiday, and it has been the case of late. The trade has been net short wheat, corn, and soybean oil, while being long the beans and the meal. So anyway, a mixed start, maybe a little bit better. Is it my opinion? It's not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.
That's his favorite place. She was at the football game last night. 25 UVA.